All right, we're live and alive. All right, so welcome back to this channel that we're calling One Take Let's Plays for now. We have a little bit of a duct tape kind of setup going on to get a camera going, and
We got a light back here now.
yeah,
Our mics are strapped up properly. We're getting there.
yeah. So for now, it's called One Take Let's Plays. It probably won't be that forever, but we're gonna test out doing a Let's Play with a camera. And the plan today is Grand Prix. I'm gonna go with the Golden Fox, and we're gonna do King League. So we're gonna do it on beginner because this is the first time for either of us in the Marvel Cinematic Universe playing King League, and I haven't even really watched anybody go through these. So we practiced Port Town 2.
Mhm.
And I hear there's a fire course that's maybe the very last one, fire something or other, that is pretty hairy to survive, to just survive intact. Actually,
Oh man.
well, I'm already committed. I should have went with the goose one. Actually, I'm going to reset the game. I'm going to do the wild goose because it's a little sturdier. It's kind of an in-between of the Blue Falcon and the Fire Stingray. And so yeah, we're gonna get fresh looks.
It's been a minute since I've seen any of these.
Alright, Mute City 3.
Oh.
No bump. Yeah, I've never seen these. I don't think I've watched anybody at least consciously play any of the King League races.
I watched someone play these, but it was so early on it didn't mean a lot to me, and
Right.
I at some level I was so impressed with the
Oh.
person I was watching play that oh yeah.
Nice.
That I really wasn't like mentally mapping what I was watching.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of mentally mapping what I'm watching, what are we doing here? So this is Mute City 3.
Yeah.
It looks like it is the same map.
Yep. There's a lot more
There's a
mines.
shitstorm of
This
mines.
almost looks like you could
This is
fly
new.
right through this, straight through it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
Okay, so that section's gonna be tricky for sure, but for the most part, it's all the same.
Except for that part where you were talking about going straight through with kind of like the pseudo left-right thing.
Yeah.
What was that before? So this is, you got one turn to the right, another turn to the right. All these are pretty soft.
Was this the straightaway with the jump on it?
Yeah, this is where the jump was. And then that would go into the sandy bit on the right. So that's where the jump was. Man, I feel like you might have. Do you have sticky fingers? This gamepad is sticking in my thumb.
Get out of here.
Well, beginner is nice and easy peasy. So nothing too rough here.
That's good.
Except for I have a bunch of boosts I'm not using. Well, I'll be darned.
I wonder if you could use your boost to just completely skip through this.
Well, you
might have
probably
made it
can,
worse.
but I did not there. Yeah, this will take a little studying, but I think it'll be a low stress map once you get it down.
This is still my favorite song.
Yeah.
I like almost all of the songs, maybe
Mhm.
all of them, but this one.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Nice. All right, took it.
Okay.
How many did you lead?
3.
The last 3. Nice. Now, when it comes to getting up to speed, is Goose like markedly slower? I wasn't paying attention to how long it took you to get up to 400 or whatever.
Ooh, I don't. It doesn't feel too bad.
So race 2, we're right back into the wind.
Yeah,
Ooh, we got
unfortunately.
some turns. Is it windy in this spot?
Yes.
Great.
Ooh, this is a lot to process.
I feel like these ones low-key might be the hardest ones. Like the wind element is so unique to the rest of this game that there's a little, it feels like there's a little bit more chance than the rest of them. Maybe I'm getting that wrong, but it...
Whoa, he just got took out. He was just like, screw you, man. I don't want to play this.
Yeah.
That's a... I don't know.
Not really sure how you play that either.
That's not something I have an answer for yet.
But what I was going to say is the other ones look like the type of maps that you memorize, you get better at your technique for each kind of hurdle or turn or whatever. But there's something about the wind element in these that makes it...
Feel kind of chaotic.
Yeah. Plus you've got the, like, whatever the computer players are doing.
Yeah. Ooh, baby. This is a wicked track.
A little bit of a hold on. What lap were you on?
I think I have 2 more laps.
Dang. Yeah. There's the duo. One's just gonna blow up.
Love
and the
when
other's
you
gonna be
have
in the
that.
way.
That one I think is a good bounce. I just have to figure out the way to bounce, but I think that bouncing is a kind of a natural way to get through that. If you want to hit that second boost. It feels like hitting that meaningfully without a bounce is pretty tough.
Have you been using your boost anywhere consistent here, or just kind of get out of the... That came at the right time.
That's the end.
Is it over?
End it. End it.
All right.
Ugh.
It was a hold on to your pants situation, but we got there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that gets to a point where I don't feel so crazy.
All right. This is what we were practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I was practicing.
So yeah, this is the one track in King League. Whoa.
Oh. Like I had to have blown up.
Yeah, I don't think that these ones actually can disappear. But if he was anything like us, he'd be donezo.
So you're using the strafing too there?
Yeah, I use a little bit of strafing.
It's strafing? Is that the technical word? Too? Is it like in the game?
I don't know.
Is that more of a just like other games?
I think it might be. I don't really know, but it seems like they would call it that. Just because
I've never heard the term before, so.
Oh yeah, it's all over in first-person shooters and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Whenever you're moving without pivoting, right? You're like strafing.
Gotcha.
Wasn't a whole lot of. Ooh, sent him ping-ponging.
I wonder if the rubber banding just gets that.
Oh, I looked at
ping point
the
up to
map.
speed.
Sorry, I talked over you there. I looked down at the map without like going right into that corner. So sorry before I cut you off there.
Oh, you're good. Well, just knowing that the Stingray takes so long to get up to speed, like I wonder if the rubber banding pulls it up or if it naturally does drop back. Because it looked like Golden Fox was right behind you.
Yeah, I think there's something going on with all of them getting pulled up. I don't know how it figures all that out. Okay, nothing. This is definitely, for
Got a
me,
pretty good run going.
less stressful than... Ooh, okay. That was a bummer. But yeah, less stressful than Can I talk? Then Deathwind 2. Oh,
I wonder if what the strategy was behind not letting you practice all the tracks. Like if they really wanted you to be at a certain level of disadvantage, or if it's like a saving amount of space or something.
yeah, like a cartridge limitation. That's it. I have the same question. I want to know the same answers you want to know.
What makes us human? Understanding what the F-Zero developers were trying to create for us. How old would the developers of this game be? They would have been in their 20s probably when they made this? 30s? How old is a game developer usually?
Well, this coming out when it did in Nintendo's history, I think those teams were younger than, they would be over time because those developers were consistently developers there. I don't know how old Miyamoto is. Oops, am I even pressing the right button? But, yeah, I don't really have a great sense. I definitely think that there are junior developers that are, today, pretty young. And quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But there's senior people in projects that are, I don't know. I honestly, yeah.
I mean, for some of
it's
these...
a black box for me,
Yeah.
being outside.
Some of these games, it seems like part of the, like, repeated narrative when you're reading up on some, whether it's NES or even Super Nintendo. Like, obviously there's a language barrier to, like, the new sort of phase of documentaries around these games that are coming out. But even some of the more established people who seem to have the connections to make good documentaries talk about, like, a struggle to find the people who worked on these games.
Mm-hmm.
And is it, like, because they weren't, like, the game documentation around who helped is so poor? Are those people literally just not around? Something rattling around in my brain?
Mm-hmm.
Because the language barrier thing seems like, well, someone so dedicated to these types of games could get around that. With interpreters and whatever else.
Yeah. Well,
What a
if
number
we're
of them
talking
are still
about
around.
people in the U.S. too, you're, you have a language and a country barrier as well, and just the developing everything that to get in contact and to arrange a.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's also such a niche thing to be looking to, create a history for F-Zero, for instance, and then to be that person and to be bilingual and all of those things coming together. It just sounds like it's, just a rare thing to get all that to line up.
Yeah. I don't think I'd approach it with the bilingual thing, though. I would definitely hire, like, an interpreter.
Oh, yeah. I just saw a video where, in,
This track seems to be flowing pretty good.
yeah, this one is kind of autopilot for me now.
Satisfying to watch. You got it's like smooth flow, not a lot of bumping.
Yeah, it's nice when we're getting to a point, at least in a beginner difficulty level, where we have the mechanics and something of an intuition for turns and that sort of thing, where it's just kind of like, if the track isn't demanding, this is the bad one.
Here we go.
All right. Oh man, I'm just not getting any of these bumps. Oh well. I think that there's like a crescendo and a fall off and then a crescendo again in a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly if it is track 3 or 4 each time, but these circuits tend to have a nice pacing to them. Okay. Yeah, I should be strafing around
Yeah,
that.
it's not just harder, 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 harder.
Right.
Or maybe in some strange way there are people with different racing styles that prefer certain tracks. But these seem pretty mechanically universal.
Is that good or bad? That's just slippery. Ooh, that's bad.
Can you just go into that?
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so
That's
there was a
probably
choice
straight
there.
up damage.
Yeah. I'm just using my boost right off the bat to
I wonder
get...
if you can boost straight through it and still be alive. Because it's just made up of all these border things, right?
Yeah, my initial take going through this is that this seems to have a lot of room for strategy in terms of like these U curves having intentional bouncing maybe. I don't know. I have not. That's a strategy both of us are just not there yet with.
And right after we get bouncing, we'll get jumping and landing on the border in order to bounce 100 feet.
So there's that route on the left. Is there any advantage to going that way?
It doesn't look like it. It's all around longer.
Oh, come on.
I mean, there
man.
can't be any type of shortcut that we've seen that would make up for that.
That guy just really effed me. I'm making some wild faces over here. Those turns are... Yeah, this is... It would be nice to get the bounce technique. But again, beginner mode. Oh, you know what I'm realizing? Oh, that's probably a healing zone.
Oh, have you not seen one of those yet?
No, there's no healing zone.
Oh, that's totally gotta be it.
Ooh.
Were you just strafing through those? Strafing?
Yeah.
Is it strafing?
Strafing, yeah.
Strafing.
And I wasn't... Oh, that's rough. And it seems like if you're not turning, it doesn't slow you down.
Yeah, that's what I was watching. I was like, he's not dragging the side of his...
Okay. This is a concern. Safe up 5. So I still have another lap after this lap. Is that right?
Maybe, but this time looks like about the times that you finish your races usually.
Ooh, I need the heal. Final lap.
Yeah, that was a good call. Well, that's kind of a game changer. You don't turn and you can kind of do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's parts of other courses that could use.
Ooh, that might have been where I should have boosted. I'm just hoping to finish. I need to brake there if I'm not gonna hit the wall.
We finally found the place you have to brake.
Well,
Maybe
or
one or
bump,
two. Yeah.
Okay, this is coming up on the end, right? I got one hard
so.
turn. I'm braking. Oh no!
Oh.
Boosting.
Alright. It took second.
Okay. Alright.
And you made it all the way through.
Yeah, I survived. That was in my mind.
Was this the only one that you didn't take first?
We'll see. I think maybe...
It's pretty good. I don't know, this game's pretty easy. I almost, watching those races, I'm curious if I'll survive all the way through. My first time through tends to be lumpy.
A little clunky. I think you might blow up on this one, if any of them, and maybe the Deathwind. I feel like I'll have some, especially like my very first one. I tend to go conservative, and then I'm like, okay, so now that I've seen it, time to fiddle with the elements. And when I do that, I can... So what's nice about the recovery zone is it has a boost strip at the end of it.
I saw that.
So if you hit that, then it's not really going to be much of a...
You just killed it.
Yeah, look at that. I bet it's 1 all across the board.
Man,
Beat that.
beat that.
You probably will beat all of these. But
At least 1. My goal is at least 1. Port Town 2, we've got a little more action going.
yeah, it's tougher. And I think that Wild Goose is a pretty nice one for this.
Alright.
It is a little bit hardier, and it feels like Blue Falcon to me.
Okay.
Oh, baby. I get to just watch. I get to relax.
Just watch.
Basically have a cold one. Not playing is the equivalent of having a cold one in this game.
Alright.
This scene kind of sets with the music here pretty well, at least the start there. The ominous sort of night background.
Well.
It's a jam.
Such a good jam. It's the type of jam that I can imagine in a feel-good movie. Like, it's got this... I don't
Like
know.
a feel-good montage
Yeah.
moment.
Could also imagine myself grocery shopping to it or something. Right when you... This part. So good.
For anyone watching out there, for the maybe 15 people who see this, we'll see. There's an album from 1992, so shortly after this was released, that is a jazz arrangement of the soundtrack, and
Yeah.
can't tell you that I remember who made it, but it's out there and it's pretty neat. It's kind of cheesy jazz, but it's just fun hearing that and being a fan of this soundtrack, and just knowing that was being made back then, and just the cultural impact of this game was pretty significant, it seems like. There was a novel that has not been translated into English that was released in Japan around that time. That was sort of like a, expanded F-Zero universe sort of novel. I know nothing about. Alright.
That felt pretty good. I had fun with that one. The landmines are definitely the tricky part there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say they make that the hardest of the Mute Cities.
I'm
Yeah.
nervous about this one.
Yeah.
Just holding on is not usually my cup of tea.
No, not either. Just hold on.
Come on.
Strap in
I
for
don't
some
need-
chaos.
I don't need that.
This is also the track that starts with the most war marching kind of intro song. And frantic.
I'm tired of running into you, bud. I'm just tired of it. You can be the franchise hero Blue Falcon guy, but you just Captain Falcon, you're just killing me, man.
He can be aggro, I see him out here just taking hard swipes at my car.
I'm
He's a
I'm
bounty
not gonna lie,
hero.
I'm not like in love with Captain Falcon as a mascot. I don't know his personality yet. I gotta like play the rest of the games to decide if I'm gonna like who he is.
Who knows?
But there's a version of him that's like,
You're gonna have to watch some anime or something
yeah,
to know.
might be worth getting
But
to love him.
he's a bounty hunter, so you know he's one of those semi anti-heroes.
Yeah, yeah. Which I'm always like, I'm either way on board with, or I'm like, this is too aggressively anti-hero.
He's a little bit of a. Well, he's not a Han.
Oh,
Ooh,
that was almost a complete stop. I must have.
that was a just.
I ran straight
rear
into
ender.
him.
It's nice that beginner mode is forgiving, so you can race the race and like not just feel like you're totally sunk behind the pack with any mistake.
Get out the way. Gotta come in at least 5th.
What even is this planet? This is a harrowing place. It looks like there is some vegetation growing out there. I imagine this is
This is just up above Alabama.
a vast
This is
Alabama,
a
huh?
big green swamp.
Yeah. I was imagining it like toxic, acidic,
Yeah, Alabama.
and there are these giant, ancient mammoth-like creatures that walk the planet. Nice work.
Cha-ching.
Judging by those bones. It's like animal life is extinct now, maybe, but there's some vegetation still.
Made me think of the bombs are their money. Are them?
We're just gonna be full of deep references. Man, sometimes Fire Stingray is just like, I'm done
Not sure.
being alive and I'm gonna fling off this course. Okay guys, I think that racer decided this was his chance out.
His home life finally just became too much. Oh.
He's never really felt
Oh.
humans were born for intergalactic existence ever since
Yeah, he's
they had to leave Earth.
sick of the 1%ers running this operation. And what's it all for? What's it really mean?
Friendly reminder that if you hold down on the bottom of those jumps, you will keep your momentum.
Speed. I gotta get better at that.
It makes you float further too, but I think that's less crucial than the speed.
Got a really nice bump right there.
Yeah, that was nice. Like a happy accident kind of bump.
Yeah. Captain Falcon gave me a little bump, and it took me right around the turn the way I wanted.
There's a nice I like the cars clunking each other, or they're not cars, even though the game also I see a lot of trivia being like the game refers to them as cars even though they're hover vehicles. Anyways, I think they have I don't even think it's not that it's realistic, but I just like the clunky noises. It sounds a little bit like the sound just seems more complex than what you're used to in Super Nintendo.
Not sure how I got around. Oh my goodness, Golden Fox. If you're gonna go around, go around.
The
hockey checks. It reminds me of old hockey games. Like,
yeah, it is.
Your body's colliding into a wall. Get out of here. What is that? That's that aggro crap you were talking about.
Yeah, and we're seeing more of that. Not just because these tracks are more difficult and we're spending more time kind of hanging back.
Oh no. I didn't realize I had another lap. This is a mistake.
You got 2 boosts.
Yeah, but I got no health. I'm gonna have to go real. If they're gonna go around.
Real nice.
They're gonna go around. They're gonna go around.
All right, you got this. You got this.
Hanging on.
Okay, all right. I almost yelled boost.
I don't.
After this curve, you're gonna have one notch that you have to worry about.
I'm gonna make the notch.
Get it. Oh shit.
Look how much power I got left.
Wow. I can confirm when you're power low, you do lose the ability to go as fast.
And that is Goose's thing. Goose takes more damage. Or takes damage better.
Yeah. I didn't really notice a lot of drop off of their speed as you mentioned that. When I was playing with someone else, might have been when I was tooling around with the fire one. Tooling around. Their speed was just nerfed hard.
Nerfed.
This is a nice, like, okay, you just went through some shit. Now you can hang out a little bit. You can hang out and just race.
I feel it in my shoulders.
But yeah, I was gonna say earlier, the cars when they collide, they almost sound like somebody's rummaging around a chest. Like chest with bulky, hard objects in it. Big toy box.
Yeah, this track feels good so far.
Yeah. This is a groovy track.
There's horns.
Deathwind, I was gonna say, is the most. Not that I want to hear it like done in a metal fashion, but like a hard punk track, like a thrashing punk version would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, they could pull that off. I'm just not really clear on how I didn't hit any of those mines, but
You managed it.
it looked really good.
This canyon course is just God's hand.
Yeah, man. Come on.
But
Just
yeah.
go around.
This track is this music on this one is very like, you want to hand it to a jam band or like a fusion jazz band that can really groove it out.
One more lap. More.
You're gonna get a I survived King Lead shirt. I can feel it coming.
I survived King Lead.
Something interesting about that arrow on the left, isn't it? It's a little curious.
Arrow.
When you're going around the mine area, off the track to the left, there's an arrow. And it's the only place I've seen that. It's like off in this, and it's just a big arrow pointing forward.
I didn't catch it.
Gonna have to catch that on instant replay.
When we watch this back and take notes. Okay.
This is Bowser's Castle.
It does. Every racing game for the next 5 years for Nintendo will have a all red loose track.
Now that you're playing and I'm not, I'm noticing these almost what looks like solar flares in the distance. On the horizon, these. You imagine just volcanic activity bubbling up. Lake of fire. All right. Yeah, it's
So this one's not. This one's not as bad as like Deathwind. I wouldn't say, but it's hard. These are bad. Like actual turns in this one are real bad.
Yeah, it's very hard to make those turns without bumping the rail or slowing down, which is
Yeah.
one thing. It doesn't feel as like hold on to your pants the whole time.
Yeah, it just sort of
Um,
feels like I'm doing a bad job.
yeah, yeah. You did a bad job. But it also feels like it's power management. So you'll see, there's 5 tracks. You're coming to the end of the second one, and your power is about. You need it over mid if you're not gonna refuel up in a way, which I think you will want to do at some point.
Yeah, I do too. It's just when. And when will I also have to hit it? Gotta pay attention to that.
I'll give you a reminder if it seems like you're not gonna head that way.
What?
Ooh, so you can just straight up those. I used brake a little
I
bit.
used brake right there, and it didn't. I think
It doesn't
straight
feel
with
great,
brake.
but I think if there's any track where you're gonna want to use it, it's this one and those turns.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Kind of a decent recovery for a minute there.
Okay, so up here is
You got the split middle, and then you're gonna make a turn. You're gonna make a right turn, and then you want to be on the left side.
Going through the bits.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I'm talking about.
Come on, come on. Oh man, this feels. I did those all wrong.
Now we see what you're made of, cadet.
I beat that car on the road. Yeah, if they had like today's version of like someone talking in your ear in a coach.
Or
The
the
way they do in like
Sega
annoying
CD,
games.
FMV.
Come- I'm gonna have to go through that pit again.
Oh, certainly. It's fine. I think with that boost, you're nearly as fast, if not faster.
Oh my gosh.
Boost. Boost whisper.
Someone whispering boost in your ear. It's that it's that meme that like my couch pulls out.
I don't know that meme, but
Yeah, you
I
do.
get
It's
it.
like a sloth meme or whatever, and the sloth is like whispering in like a girl's ear or something. It's like a 2009er. I might just settle for 4th maybe, because I really want to finish.
Well, you won't if you're 4th.
Oh.
But you do have a little bit of a runway. Ooh, hey baby. Hey. All right. Boost. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. You're in 3rd.
All right. Okay. All right.
Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, I made it all the way through King League, so I feel good about that.
Gives
Yeah.
you room to improve.
Let's look at race 1 was pretty decent. Race 2 I had to come back a little bit. That was Deathwind.
So I think the next thing that we might record with F-Zero will be doing Master League, or doing Night League on Master Class. Because, yeah. I finished that one on Expert. It's the only one so far that I feel like I can really just handle on Expert and get first place for most of it. And then I've never tried the Master. We might have to save that for a fresh take. And then I guess kind of work our way from there. Maybe do a Master Queen and then someday do a Master Knight. It might even be like worth recording Expert Knight and see if that's even feasible, because oh baby, that's gotta be or Master King, I mean, that's gotta be pretty rough. But that'll probably do it for this one.
Yeah. That was fun.
So we'll see ya around the F-Zero bend when we come back around again. We'll fade out right there.